Welcome to your Waves and Warriors Flow. My name's Alexis. Welcome to Sand Key Beach. We're going to get right into our workout. Let's go. All right, let's get right into this workout. We're starting into tabletop position, and then we're going to cycle through cat-cow. So lift everything up to cat, open the shoulder blades, tuck the chin of the chest, and then go into cow. Drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the seat. Once again, incorporating breath. Inhale all the way up to cat. Exhale, drop the belly. Relax, release into cow. Cycle through a few more times, all the way up to cat, push and press the ground away, and then come into cow, release the spine. Beautiful decompression for the spine. Articulate into each move, drop into cow. All right, spine comes neutral. We're gonna make nice little circles in our tabletop position. And we're just going to explore the space, releasing any tension we're holding, letting go of any tension in your face, and then go ahead and release the other way, making circles each way and feeling free in your body. And then we're going to take our hands long to the mat and sit our hips all the way back to our heels. Relax the forehead down for child's pose. Actively pressing and pushing the hands down into the mat to really send the hips back to the heels. We're going to incorporate movement here. So we're going to inhale the body all the way up, press the hips down, and then bring the hips back into child's pose. Once again, inhale up, exhale, press and push back to child's. We're going to incorporate a little cat-cow in this position. You're going to send the hips back. Like a wave crashing in all the way up, come into a tucked cat position, drop the hips down, lift up, and then push back to cow. Once again, inhale to cat, press and push, and then extend all the way back to cow. Inhale all the way up, curl the chin to the chest, release, relax. Think of a wave just crashing into shore, really releasing the spine, letting go. Coming into an up dog position, and we're going to twist back and forth with our hips dropped in this up dog position, really opening everything up, taking yourself side to side, beautiful twist back and forth, sending those hips back and pressing into the child's pose, dropping your forehead to the mat. We're going to release into a needle the thread, lift the right arm, and then bring it all the way through, needle the thread. Relax the ear, shoulder to the mat, and breathe. Don't forget your breath. Inhale. On the exhale, drive the hand up, back into child's pose. Both hands to the top of the mat, hips drive down to heels, and then take it to the other side. Hand comes long, come all the way through, needle the thread, and then drop down, relax. Incorporate breath, inhale. Exhale out. Bring the hand to the top of the mat. Push the hips back. All right, we're going to restack everything into tabletop position. We're going into downward facing dog. Curl the toes, lift the hips, drop the head, and then go ahead and pedal the feet back and forth, bending the right knee, and then switch over to the left. Really driving the heel down as best you can, pressing and pushing the chest through. Incorporating breath. Inhale. Exhale, drop that heel down. Pedaling back and forth in your downward facing dog. Press and push the hands down into the mat to really drive everything through. All right, both heels are going to be grounded. We're going to take a nice little bend and stretch here. So bend both knees and then straighten the legs back and forth. And then really drive those heels down, helping yourself to get even more flexible in your downward facing dog. All right, let's get to work. We're going to inhale the right knee into the chest, float it up to the sky, big exhale. Go ahead into scorpion, bend heel to seat, open the hip. Should feel good. Go ahead and press and push that leg parallel so you can drive it through for a low lunge. Knee comes all the way in, plant it down. Back heel lands for a warrior stance. Lift up warrior one. In your warrior one, palms facing one another. Hip is going to try to drive out towards the center. So press and push the hip back in towards that midline. Exhale out to warrior two. Dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Relax, release. Good. Inhale. Exhale, take the hand down, reverse warrior, flip the palm and press into that reverse warrior. Nice stretch for the side body. Floating right back into warrior two. And then pulling through for warrior one. Take that back hand through. Lift the heel this time for crescent pose. Drop the hands, frame the foot, and we're going to transition to pigeon. So drop the knee to the wrist and then take that back leg straight. You can modify by bending that back knee into deer pose and then go ahead and massage the glute back and forth. Nice little rock here, adding in movement for your pigeon. Beautiful hip opener. A back bend if you wish before heading down, releasing the hands nice and long in your pigeon pose. Once you're at your lowest point, you can add in movement as well, really releasing the hip and the outer glute, walking the hands up. Nice little back bend to finish this side. Taking your time, ground your hands, curl the toe, lift the hips, meet me in downward facing dog. Press and push. Go ahead and bend the right knee, get a beautiful stretch, and then switch to the other side before we drop both heels. We're going to transition to plank and then go into our chaturanga. Uncurl your toes, meet me in upward facing dog. Press and push. You can even take the thighs off the mat if you wish. Curl the toes, lift the hips, drop the head, downward facing dog. All right, let's get right into the other side. Take the left leg, drive it in, pull it all the way up, get a beautiful stretch, and then bend heel to seat, open up for scorpion. Really enjoy this stretch before we pull it through for our warriors. All right, bring the leg parallel, drive everything through, drop in to your warrior stance, the back heel drops, lift up, warrior one, drop all the way in, palms facing one another. Proud chest. Incorporating breath in your warrior stance. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to move into warrior two. So take the hands down, opening up the hip, shoulders away from ears. Really enjoying this stretch and strength. Reverse warrior. Flip the palm. Take the hands to the back leg. Lift up. Reverse. Beautiful stretch for the side body. Really working on strength here with the legs, getting a strength and stretch in our waves and warriors. Coming back to warrior two, float back into warrior two, please. And then we're going to float all the way, taking that back hand through, hands come up for warrior one, and then taking that back heel to crescent pose, all the way up to runner's lunge. Hands come down, come right into your pigeon, just like we did to the other side. Wrist and knee lined up. Once you settle into your pigeon pose, you can incorporate a little back bend and then slowly massage that glute side to side, taking your time to really ground yourself and press the chest down, melting and releasing all of that tension you're holding in that hip. The ultimate release is right here. Slowly taking it back side to side, relaxing, releasing, walking the hands up, and then taking the time to take the hands, curling the back toe, lifting the hips, coming into your downward facing dog, press and push back, really sinking those heels, once again pressing and pushing as you pedal the feet. Drop both heels, please. And then go ahead into plank, into chaturanga, all the way down to the belly. Uncurl and then lift to upward facing dog, Vinyasa flow. Taking the thighs off the mat if you wish. And then we're going to go ahead and curl the toes and then lift the hips and come into your downward facing dog. Press and push. All right, we're going to go ahead and take the right knee up into the chest, lift it up straight into the sky, flex the foot, bend and heel to seat for scorpion. Beautiful stretch. Then bring it in parallel, drop into your runner's lunge, lift a crescent pose. All the way up into crescent pose. Now we're going to go into flight arms, hinge up and over that front leg. Hands come back behind the hips. And we're coming into warrior three, so find your balance. Bend in that standing leg, and then drop the chest, straightest leg you have. And we're going to take the hands down as we lift the leg for standing splits. You're nice and warm and stretchy here, so really get the most out of this. All right, to transition to the other side, we're going to take the leg down, so feet meet, and you're going to go ahead and sit into your chair, lift up, hands up overhead, palms facing one another, ears, biceps lined up, and sit into your chair. Exhale the body down, forward fold, release, relax. Go ahead and sit back into your chair, arms up overhead. You can bring the hands prayer heart center if you wish. Keeping breath. Take the hands behind the back, interlace them, open the chest, dive down, straight legs, forward fold. All right, we're going to transition to our sequence to the other side. So drop the hands, bring the right leg back, and we're going to transition for our sequence to the other side. Into runner's lunge, pull up to crescent pose, palms facing one another. Before we go into flight arms, in flight arms, you're going to bring your hands down by your hips, palms facing down, and then hinge up over so you have the weight to pull up into warrior three. So here we go. Pull up into warrior three, taking your time, and then find your balance. Good. Go ahead and take your hands all the way down and really enjoy this stretch as we go into standing splits. Drop the head, lift the leg, enjoy all of that magic. Use this last breath to really stretch into your standing split before taking the foot and meeting it down to come into a nice tight ball. Lift the heels, drop the hips to heels, forehead to your knees into the tightest ball. We're going to go ahead and rock down into the mat, transitioning, and then stay up for this one, tucking everything in, and then releasing the legs long in front of you. A nice little boxer's bounce to really release everything. So back and forth in boxers, taking your hands behind your hips, opening up your chest as much as you can, really releasing the body before taking your body all the way down to the mat, really releasing the spine here. Go ahead and take your knees up into your chest, one hand to each knee, rock yourself back and forth, taking your hands to the side of the mat and bringing your knees side to side for windshield wipers, and then taking your gaze to the opposite way as your knees, as they just drift back and forth, really releasing any tension that you're holding. And you could take this super slow if you wish. Stay to one side, and you have the option to press onto that top leg. Breathe. Take it to the other side. Slow transition. Pressing onto that top leg, anchoring the hip down. We're going to transition to a reclined butterfly. So bring your knees up. Open up your knees. Bring the soles of your feet together. Beautiful hip opener. Hands up overhead. A little bit of an arch in the back. Really releasing everything. Incorporate breath. Inhale. Exhale, reach the arms, open the hips, let everything go. All right, let's transition into some spinal work. Bringing the knees in, we're gonna go into a figure four, right ankle over left thigh, and then go ahead and take it to the side where your right foot is pressing into the floor. Beautiful twist. It doesn't get any better than this. It feels so good. And then go ahead and release everything. Come back into that traditional figure four, interlacing the fingers behind that left thigh, or you can straighten the leg and really hold onto the calf to get a deeper stretch on the outside of that glute. Feels so good. Go ahead and take the time to bring your feet down to transition to the other side. Left ankle over right thigh, press and pull up and over for that spinal twist. And you'll see in this figure 4 spinal twist a better look of how the foot is planted on the side, taking your time, and then bringing everything center for that traditional figure 4 and taking your option. I do love this straight leg. It just really gets the job done. Really enjoying that whole stretch. We never get enough of this figure 4. It just feels so good. Releasing your legs, rocking everything out, tucking your chin to your chest, making yourself a nice tight ball, extending everything long. Hands come by your hips, opening up your feet like a book, really enjoying a moment here for yourself. Incorporating breath. Inhale. Your right hand can come to your heart. On the exhale, your left hand can come to your belly. Taking your time here to close your eyes and just reflect on your day. Bringing your knees up into your chest and rocking over to a fetal position, boxing out the hand. Enjoying all of the work you just did, being so proud of yourself. And then go ahead and take that hand to press yourself up. Once you're in a seated position, taking your time to get there, go ahead and sweep your hands all the way up. Inhale. Take your hands prayer, come through heart center, bow your head. Once again, inhale, incorporate breath. Take in all the good. Be thankful, be present. One more, big inhale. Being proud. You did it. You did so great. Thank you so much for joining me. God bless you. Have a lovely day. Check out the other videos, and I can't wait to work out with you again. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.